Hi, in this video we're going to go through one of the best stretches for the low back, standing up. Now this is for a muscle that we call the quadratus lumborum, or QL for short. I do this stretch also in a sitting position for a lot of my office worker patients, but a lot of people who stand all day want to get this stretch also. So we're going to show you a step-by-step process of how to do this exercise the right way. Now the quadratus lumborum is attached on near your what we call your sacroiliac joint, and it goes all the way up to the back muscles, and it goes into different fibers. It's almost like my hand, and these ones here will attach to the spine, and then you got another couple fibers that are attached to the bottom rib. So this muscle goes into multiple different angles. So when we stretch it, we need to stretch it in different angles. And one of the best angles to stretch this is very basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here in this position, feet shoulder width apart. And what you're going to do is you're just going to lean to one side first. Now, one of the biggest things that I see people having a problem is that when they lean, they stick the hips out. Don't stick them out. Keep this stable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean to this side as far as I can go. And then this arm, I'm just going to drop in the front. Now, this arm needs to be 100% relaxed. If you're stiffening up, you're not going to get the best stretch back there. So as soon as I drop that arm, I'm leaning to the side. Then I'm going to lean forward and drop down. So I'm not dropping down straight this way. I'm going to the side first, keeping the pelvis steady, relaxing the arm in the front, and then I'm twisting a little bit and dropping. And that's the best position to be for this stretch. Also, when you take a deep breath in, you want to look up with the eyes. So when I breathe in, and then when I breathe out, I want to look down and bring my head all the way down. And that's where I'm going to feel a stretch in this area back here. The reason we want to look up when we're breathing in is because it elevates that bottom rib, and that's the last place where that muscle is attached. So not just stretching that muscle near the low back, we also want to stretch it if it's tight under the lower rib. So breathe in, look up, breathe out, look down. I usually like to breathe in and look up with the entire head and then bring the whole head down. You can do it just with the eyes themselves. Another thing that people do wrong with this exercise is that they kind of stick their butt out. So if I'm going to be going a little bit to the side and then I lean forward, you're going to notice that I'm just kind of leaning forward right on to my lower body. A lot of people, what they do is they go to the side and then they stick the butt out, and notice when you do that, you can lean down a lot further. But we don't want to do that. We want to keep that pelvic stable, and we want to just make sure it's our upper body that's kind of pressed down and leaning down. And you can hold that position, do it for about 30 seconds. Or what I usually do is get people to breathe in, 5 seconds in and out, and do it about 3-4 times. That's usually about 30 seconds. Another thing about this exercise, you're not going to get it right the first time. You're going to have to practice, play around with it until you actually feel a great stretch on that side. One of the other things that we usually do is a lot of people who do this stretch may be leaning down and doing it and finding out, hey, I just need to go a little bit further. So one of the big things we do is we can actually take a weight, and as I go to the side and I lean down, I can use this weight to kind of help drag my body down. So again, breathe in, look up, breathe out, look down, use the weight to drag you down, keep this arm totally relaxed while you do that. So what ends up going to happening is it's your entire upper body as it's down. The weight of your upper body is stretching that muscle. So as soon as you get 100% relaxed with that upper body, you're going to notice you're not forcibly trying to stretch that muscle. Your body's just hanging and that muscle is stretching by itself. And that's probably one of the best ways to stretch the quadratus lumborum muscle if you're standing all the time. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.